What up, YouTube? It's Big Lou tapping on back with What It Do with Big Lou. See, I'm sporting at the California. We out here in the West Side, California, aka California, aka Califas. And as y'all can see, it's sunny out here, hot as hell today. A little bit cooler with a little bit of breeze over here in the Bay Area compared to the Valley. But anyways, I'm tapping on in today because I want to give you guys my all-time top 10 list with a couple of honorable mentions of guys that are 6'4" and under. So this is my all-time 6'4" and under greatest players of the NBA, 1 through 10. And like I said, I'm gonna mention a couple honorable mentions, but I'm gonna go from 10 up. So at number 10, 6'1", the man out of Gonzaga, and the man who was responsible for dishing out a lot of assists in the NBA, but a lot of them to the mailman himself, Karl Malone, and that's no other than John Stockton. 6'1", like I mentioned. He was drafted in 1984. The very 1984 is considered one of the greatest draft classes of all time, along with 2003 and 1996. So in 1984, you had Jordan, Barkley, Olajuwon, John Stockton. They all came out of that one. Excuse me. There's a couple other guys that I can't think offhand right now, but there's a couple more from 84. Sam Bowie's the bust at number 2. One of the biggest busts of the NBA lottery draft pick of all time. He's in the top 5 probably. Okay, so John Stockton is a 10-time NBA All-Star. He got the All-Star MVP one time. I think him and Karl Malone were co-MVPs. He's a 2-time All-NBA first team. He's a 6-time All-NBA second team. He's a 3rd-time All-NBA third team. He's a 5-time All-Defensive second team. He's a 9-time assist leader. He's a 3-time gold medalist. He's a 2-time leader in steals. And he was a member of the 50th anniversary of the NBA team and also the 75th, which they just announced recently. Okay, that's my number 10. Number 9. And 2, if you want to get technical, a lot of these slots, I would say probably after you get past number 5, my 6 through 10, they're probably interchangeable. You could probably take this one and put this one there. You know what I mean? Let me know what you guys think, if you guys agree. My number 9 is Steve Nash, 6'3", out of Canada. He was drafted. He came out of the University of Santa Clara, which is just down the street from where I'm at right now. He's a Canadian. He came out of 1996 draft. Like I said, that's one of the greatest drafts, along with 2003, 1984, and 1996, where you had Iverson, Kobe Bryant, Dirk Nowitzki, I believe, came out of that one. Ray Allen. The list goes on and on. I believe Ray Allen. Yeah, Ray Allen. Okay, so you got Steve Nash, like I said, 6'3". He's a 2-time NBA regular season MVP. He's an 8-time All-Star. He's a 3-time All-NBA first team. He's a 2-time All-NBA second team. He's a 2-time All-NBA third team. He also is a 5-time assist leader. He also 4 times has he accomplished the 50-40-90 club, which stands for 50% from the field, 40% from three-point land, and 90% from the free throw line. And he did it 4 times. The only other ones I know that's done that, I think Curry did it once, Durant did it once, and Larry Bird did it once or twice. Those are the only guys I know of. And Steve Nash is a 3-time silver medalist and a 1-time bronze. Obviously, the the USA was in the way from him getting gold. And he was picked in the first round, 15th pick overall in 1996, and he finished his career 14 points a game and 8.5 assists a game for his career average. And you know what? I messed up on John Stockton. I didn't tell you guys his. His is 13 points a game, 10.5 assists a game, and 2.2 steals a game for his career statistic averages. Okay, number 8. Now here's the thing here was number 7 and number 8. These guys were teammates, and it's pretty much they're the same height, or they are the same height, and they both, they took turns at shooting guard and point guard. You know what I mean? So that's why I said 6 through 10 are kind of like, you could put this guy here and put that guy there, and you might not even want to consider these guys point guards, you know what I mean? But like I said, at one point they were points, and the other part they were shooting guards. It just depends. So my number 8, I have Earl the Pearl Monroe, 6'3". He first and another thing, these guys both came out of the same draft, 1967. Earl the Pearl Monroe was drafted in the first round, second pick overall in 67. His career averages are 18 points a game, 3 rebounds a game, and 4 assists a game. And he's a one-time NBA champ, 4-time All-Star, one-time All-NBA first team. He was the Rookie of the Year in 68, and he also was a member of the NBA All-Anniversary 50th and 75th anniversary. Okay, number 7, Walt Frazier, a.k.a. Walt Clyde the Glide. Okay, he came out also in the 67 draft. He was in the first round, 5th pick overall, and his all-time numbers are 18.9 points a game, 5.9 rebounds a game, and 6.1 assists a game. So you could probably say he was probably more of the point guard because his assist numbers are better than Earl the Pearl Monroe. So he's a 2-time champion, 7-time All-Star. He won the MVP of the All-Star game once. He's a 4-time All-NBA first team, a 2-time All-NBA second team. He also was a 7-time All-NBA defensive team, first team all-around, and he also was an NBA Anniversary 50th and 75th pick. Okay, my number 6. And I like this guy a lot because I followed him, and he was well-known in high school and then college, and he's from my area. That's none other than, and my number 6 is Jason Kidd out of the University of Cal Berkeley. He was drafted in the first round, the second pick overall in 1994. So he was picked just after Glenn Robinson and just before Grant Hill. And he also was co-Rookie of the Year with Grant Hill that year. And he finished his career with 12.6 points a game, 8.7 assists a game, and 6.3 rebounds a game. And Jason Kidd stands at 6'4". He had a total of 107 triple doubles. So if anybody doesn't know what that means either he got at least 10 in 3 categories. So 10 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, right? Or it could have been 10 points, 10 rebounds, 10 points, 10 rebounds, 10 steals. It could be 10 points, 10 rebounds, 10 blocks. It could be 10 rebounds, 10 assists, and 10 steals. You know, it doesn't have to necessarily be. It could be any combination of 3. And the other day it came up that somebody had a quadruple double, but they considered, they put the turnovers as one of the categories, which that doesn't work because it's a negative thing. And he's a one-time champ. He ended up winning the ring finally with Dallas in 2010, 2011, I believe it was, unless it was 2011, 2012. I'm not sure exactly. But he got a ring. Him, Jason Kidd, Jason Terry, J.J. Barrera, they got rings with Dirk Nowitzki in Dallas when they defeated LeBron in his first season with the Heat. And he got his ring there. He also took on the Lakers back when the Lakers went to the three-peat. I don't know if they went twice, but I know for sure he went one. I know Philly went one against them, and I believe the other one was the third one Detroit, or was it 2 times New Jersey? I don't know. Anybody in the comments, you can help me and put it down in the comments. The 3 years that the Lakers, the three-peat that they had with Kobe and Shaq, what 3 teams did they defeat, or was it 2 teams they defeated one of the teams twice? So let me know if it was New Jersey, Philly, and Detroit that they beat, or was it New Jersey twice and Philadelphia? I don't remember offhand. So anyways, back to Jay Kidd. He's a one-time champion, 10-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA first team, 1-time All-NBA second team. He's also a 4-time All-Defensive first team and a 5-time All-Defensive second team. Like I said, he was the Rookie of the Year in 95. He's a 5-time assist leader. He's a 2-time NBA Sportsmanship Award winner. He was also the USA Male Basketball Player of the Year, and he's also a member of the 75th Anniversary NBA team. My number 5, who was drafted second pick overall in 1981, and that is from the University of Indiana, Isaiah Thomas, and his career numbers are 19 points a game and 9 assists a game. He's a 2-time NBA champ, 1-time Finals MVP, 12-time All-Star, 2-time All-Star MVP. He's a 3-time All-NBA first team, a second All-NBA, 2 times All-NBA second team. He was assist leader once, and he's a member of the 50th and 75th All-NBA anniversary. Okay, my number 4 is at 6'3", also known as the Logo, Mr. Clutch. And he was drafted second overall in 1960 draft. His career numbers are 27 points a game, 5.8 rebounds a game, and 6.7 assists a game. He's only a one-time champ, and that's due to the fact of those Celtics, right? Of Cousy and Russell and Havlicek and all them dudes way back when. Those guys were dominant. And the Lakers had Elgin Baylor, they had Wilt Chamberlain, and Jerry West. So I believe those are three guys in the top 15 players all time, right? Okay, so he's a one-time champ. He's a one-time Finals MVP. And when he got that MVP of the Finals, he wasn't even on the winning side. He was on the losing side. He's a four-time All-Star. He's a one-time All-Star MVP. He's a 10-time All-NBA first team. He's a two-time All-NBA second team. He's a four-time All-NBA defensive first team. He's a one-time All-NBA defensive second team. One time he scoring champ, one-time assist leader. He was a member of the 35th anniversary team, the 50th anniversary team, and the 75th anniversary team. All right, my number 3. First round, fifth pick of the 2003 draft, which is Dwayne Wade, right? LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosh, and there's a couple other guys in there I can't think of right now. Anyways, Dwayne Wade, D. Wade. His career numbers are 22 points a game, 4.7 rebounds a game, and 5.1 assists a game, right? He's a 3-time NBA champion. He got one with Shaq in 06, and Antoine Walker, Gary Payton, Jay Williams, those guys. And then he got 2 with, obviously, when LeBron came over, and let's build that super team, right? Ray Allen and Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, and LeBron James, right? And he says 6'4", 3-time champ, like I said, 13 All-Star appearances. He's an All-Star MVP. He's a 2-time All-NBA first team, a 3-time All-NBA second team, 3-time All-NBA third team. He's also got 3 all-time defensive third teams, All-NBA defensive third team, excuse me. He's led the league in scoring once, and he's a member of the 75th NBA anniversary team, right? Okay, number 2, we got first pick, first overall, 1996, again with that year. Remember, like I said, 1984, 1996, and 2003 are the 3 greatest drafting classes ever of the NBA. And we got none other than the 6-foot sensation out of Georgetown, AI, the answer. He finished his career with 26.7 points a game and 6.2 assists a game. All right, he's a 1-time MVP, 11-time All-Star, 2-time MVP of the All-Star game, 3-time All-NBA first team, 3-time All-NBA second team, and a 1-time All-NBA third team. He's got 4 scoring titles. He's a 3-time steals title, and he's a member of the 75th team. And number 1, you know who's number 1 is from that team right there, the little light-skinned guy. What's they say the other day? They asked if he's racist because he said Steph Curry and all his little lightness, the little light guy, which, I don't know, it's sensitive, man. People, just because they call somebody light-skinned and, you know, made a little joke about it, it was nothing hateful. It was nothing, I didn't feel there was no hatred or anything behind that. It's just, man, dude, people need to stop being so sensitive and man the fuck up already, you know what I mean? But anyways, at number 1, at 6'3" out of Davidson, right? He came out in the 2009 draft, first round, 7th pick overall by the Golden State Warriors, right? 13 years later, he's still in Golden State, in the Bay Area, Oakland/San Francisco. Never left, never went somewhere else, came back, went somewhere else again. Just built this, you know, let's join, come on, I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to go join this super team over here, and I'm going to go join that semi-super team. Now we're going to bring this dude back over here and send that guy over there, and we're going to make another super team, you know. Championship in the bubble I thought was ridiculous as well. I'm gonna make a video on that. But Steph has been there all along with the draft class, not a draft class, but fellow draftees. 2 years later, they picked Clay in the first round, 11th pick out of Washington State. Nobody ever dreamed, whatever could have came up with this great story out of the Warriors drafting these 2 youngsters. You know, one out of Washington State, the other one out of Davidson. Yes, their fathers were NBA players. Were they superstar players? No. They were role players. They were decent players, good players. Steph Curry's dad could shoot, yes. Michael Thompson, originally in his career when he was drafted first overall in 78 from Portland, yeah, he came from the Bahamas, a little island. Yeah, he was somewhat of a superstar. Not superstar, somewhat of a star at the beginning. but he didn't end up panning out to be that superstar player. He ended up moving on to the Lakers, being a role player, backing up Kareem, getting himself a couple rings over there in Golden State. Del Curry never won no rings. He was a good shooter. He was one of the first guys picked up by the Hornets in the I don't even remember what that draft was called. Expansion draft. There you go. When they brought in the Hornets, the Magic, the Heat, and the Hornets, the Magic, the Heat, and what was the other team? Timberwolves. When they brought them in back in whatever year that was, 89, 90, whatever it was. Del Curry was selected off. I think he was on the the Cavs at the time. So, anyways, back to my number one all time, 6'4" and under. Steph Curry, no other than, like I said, he was drafted first round, 7th pick overall in 2019. 13 years later, he's still there, and he's got 4 rings to go with that. He's got a Finals MVP finally, which I honestly believe that first one it could have been his in the 2015-2016 or 2014-2015, I believe it was, when they beat the Cavs. He could have got that one. And to be honest with you, the second one with KD, he could have got that one as well. KD scored a couple more points than him. I think it was like 4 or 5 more points in him a game. But if you want to break it down really, who do they concentrate more on when they play the Warriors? The defense is concentrated on Steph, doubles and triples, and he's constantly moving. So he opens a lot up for Clay and Kevin Durant and whoever else is on the floor with him. I don't care what nobody says. You know what I mean? So if you want to, say just a couple of points, and then he's always ripped that, he don't show up. The dude averages 26 points a game in the finals. I mean, yeah, is it a little bit down from his unanimous MVP season of 30 points a game? Yeah, a little bit, but that's a damn good solid average, you know what I mean? And look how many finals he's been to. He's been to 6 finals, and everyone's went never a game or one's a game 7, so that's 7 games. This year was 6 games. 2015, the first one they got was 6 games, right? The first one with KD, I believe they swept them, or was it a 5-man? It might have been 5. I think one they swept and one was 5. So he has a lot of games on his belt on the finals level. So he's a 4-time champ, 2-time regular season MVP, the only unanimous MVP in league history. That means, if anybody don't know, everybody voting for the MVP, the sports writers all voted for him that year. That's never happened before. He got 100% of the vote. He's like I said, a finals MVP this year. He's a 1-time MVP of the All-Star game also this year. 8-time All-Star. He's a 4-time All-NBA first team, 3-time All-NBA second team, and he's a 1-time All-NBA third team. He won the 3-point contest twice. He's a scoring champ twice, a steals leader once. He also did, like I mentioned earlier, the 50-40-90. That's 50% from the field. So that means he hits 50% of his shots. 40, that means he hits 40. Every 10 3-pointers he shoots, he makes 4 of them. And 90% on the free throw line. So every 10 free throws he shoots, he makes 9. Or every 100, he makes 90. Right? He's a 2-time gold medalist, and he's also a member of the 75th All-Anniversary NBA team. And with that being said, those are my top... Oh, you know what? Sorry, guys. My honorable mentions. I said I was going to mention a few of these guys. And this is where it got a little tough. So I got Chris Paul, 6 foot. He came out in the 2005 draft. First round, 4th pick overall. CP3, he went to the Hornets. His career averages are 18 points a game, 9.5 assists a game, and 2.1 steals a game. He's a 2-time gold medalist, 1-time bronze medalist, 12 All-Star appearance. He's a 12-time NBA All-Star. He's got the MVP All-Star MVP once. He's a 4-time All-NBA first team, 5-time All-NBA second team, 2-time All-NBA third team. He's a 7-time All-NBA defensive first team, 2-time All-Defensive second team. He was Rookie of the Year in 06, 5-time assist leader, 6-time steals leader, and he's a member of the 75th All-NBA anniversary team. Okay, I got to throw on Westbrook there too as well. First round, 4th pick of the 2008 draft. He's 6'3". He's a league MVP, 9-time All-Star, 2-time All-Star MVP, 3-time All-NBA first team, 5-time All-NBA second team, 2-time All-NBA third team. He's a 2-time scoring leader, 2 gold medalists, 3 times assist leader. He's a member of the 75th NBA anniversary team. He has 194 triple-doubles. Again, folks, that means 10-plus points on points, rebounds, or assists, or any 3 categories, 10 or more. Yeah, okay, so that's him. Bob Cousy, 6 foot. First, he was drafted in 1950. first round, third pick. His all-time numbers are 18 points a game, 5.2 rebounds a game, 7.5 assists a game. The Houdini of the hardwood, they called him. 6-time NBA champ. He's got an MVP, 13-time All-Star, 2-time All-Star MVP, 10-time All-NBA first team, 2-time All-NBA second team. He's led the league in assists 8 times. He's a member of the 35th, 50, and 75th anniversary NBA anniversary teams. And then I'm gonna say Gary Payton, first round, second pick of the '90 draft. He finished his career with 16 points a game, 4 rebounds a game, 6.7 assists a game, and 1.8 steals a game. 6'4", the glove. He's a Beaver out of Oregon. 3-time gold medalist, 2-time silver medalist. He's got 1 ring, NBA champ once. 5-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA first team, 5-time All-NBA second team, 2-time All-NBA third team. Rookie of the Year, 1991. Oh, no, excuse me, Defensive Player of the Year, 1996. 9-time All-NBA defensive first team. And he led the league in steals once. And he also led the 3-point field goal leader. And 75th, he was a member of the 75th team. And the last one I'm going to go out with, I'm going to have to say, I'm probably going to have to say, man, it's tough between Hal Greer and Tiny Archibald. We'll just throw both of them. So they were both picked out of the second round. Tiny Archibald was the second round 19 pick, 1970 draft. Hal Greer was second round 13 pick of the 58 draft. Archibald's numbers are 18.8 points a game, 7.4 assists a game. Hal Greer is 19.2 points a game, 5 rebounds a game, and 4 assists a game. Archibald is a 2-time NBA champion, 6-time All-Star, 1-time All-Star MVP, 3-time All-NBA first team, 2-time All-NBA second team. He led the league in scoring once. He led the league in steals once. And he's a member of the 50th and 75th All-NBA anniversary team. Hal Greer is a 1-time champion, 10-time All-Star, 1-time All-Star MVP, and a 7-time All-NBA second team. All right? And with that being said, there it is, folks. That's my all-time list of players 6'4" and under, and a few honorable mentions. So with that being said, Big Lou is going to be dropping some more videos on free agency, who deserves what, the little bull crap about Kevin Durant getting his own ring and as being the bus driver, and another video probably on the Warriors if they needed him or they wanted him. And also I'm going to be dropping my greatest players at each position from 1 through 10 on point guards, small guard, or shooting guards, the 2 guard, the center, the 5 position, the 4 position, which is power forward, and the 3 position, the small forward. So I'm going to be dropping my greats 1 through 10, and I might even mention an honorable mention for each one as well. And I got a lot of different ideas of videos to come up with. Probably also going to come up with something, the greatest duo in NBA history, and also the greatest trios in NBA history. Also probably something on role players, greatest role players or ones that stick out. It gets a little hard on some of these videos for some people, not for me, but like people that aren't up on game, like when you start talking about players from the 50s and 60s, and you can probably even say the 70s and 80s too, because some of these guys are younger. But I might even start doing some of these videos on the modern era. So I might just go back from 1980 or 1985 until present day on some of these things when I talk about greatest players or at positions and stuff like that. That way some people know names, where they don't got to go Google it. That's why I try to be as thorough as I can on numbers and things they have accomplished, stuff like that, so people don't have to go look for it. But with that being said, Big Lou going to be tapping out. Also, probably going to do some video things about the Raiders and some things on baseball as well. Boxing, is there. MMA a little bit. I'm still not all up on MMA like I am boxing. No, not even close. But there's been a lot of things going on, behind the scenes. A lot of shit talking. Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal. As you know, we got how do you say his name? Arosani. Israel's going to be fighting coming up against Cannonier, I think his name is. And then you got people throwing things out there about Khabib and this and that, and Conor McGregor coming back, and so there's a lot of stories out there, a lot of videos to be made. If you guys haven't already though, tap in and sub to the No Fly Zone Ricans with my brothers Carlos and Nelson. Like you guys know, they're New Yorkers, Puerto Rican New Yorkers, and I'm a Puerto Rican from the West Coast. So I throw my little Puerto Rican flavor. In Spanish, we say sabor boricua on the dish, But I come from that West Coast, so a lot of it's a big difference. I don't want to say so much the culture, but somewhat the culture, because this is predominant Mexicanos over here, Mexican, Chicanos, however you want to say it. And me being Puerto Rican, I grew up with Mexicans, but a lot of us are. There's a lot of people that I grew up with that are Puerto Rican and Mexican, or they might be Central American or even Peruvian and stuff like that. And people don't even know it. They just automatically take for granted that you're Mexican. Just like back east, everybody just automatically, if you're in New York or you're in Jersey, Philly, if the neighborhood hasn't changed, where there's like the MS now are pretty deep on like North Carolina, Maryland, Virginia. So now you just automatically expect, oh, they're Salvadorians, or you know what I mean. And so New York, New Jersey, Philly, a lot of people especially back in the day, just automatically you see a Latino, oh, he's Puerto Rican. You know what I mean? So it's that same deal over here, but it's all good. I'm proud of all my Latin people. I'm proud of people in general when they do good, but when it's a Latino person, it just, obviously, you're entitled to be, just like, you're Irish, and you see Conor McGregor winning, he's Irish, he's got the flag, you're going to be happy, right? Or Italian, Vinny Pazienza is our Italian champ, blah, 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 same